Buongiorno, good morning everyone. It's Monday morning and it's the first Monday after the big Ferragosto week. So nothing much has been happening as far as Italy kind of just closes down and goes on holiday and just relaxes. So it's very quiet and I've been waiting on parcels to come, but I knew they wouldn't be delivered during that time. But being Monday today, a parcel just got dropped off at the front door and I thought I might open it up with you. I don't tend to do things like that very often. I can't even remember what's in here, but I think it's lots of bits and pieces for downstairs. So we'll have a look and see. Okay, let's go. Right, well the first parcel, as you can see I've got a pile here. It's like Christmas. So the first parcel is this set of 3 little mixing bowls. I thought they were really super sweet. I might leave them upstairs here, or I might take 1 or 2 downstairs. I'm not sure. I kind of need them for myself up here as well, but I just wanted to check them for the quality. Now, I don't remember now whether this box was one of the boxes of gifts that I was sent when you purchase, make some of your purchase on Temu, for example, you get gifts. Because I'll have to go back and look because I got freebies and I can't remember if this is a box of freebies or not because there's just so much, but they do actually offer you a lot of things. So whether they were freebies or not, they were very inexpensive and they're just nice and lightweight, which is great, but they seem like a nice quality and they're just perfect for mixing, but also they're quite pretty being gold. So I thought, you know, if you're having sort of friends around or just doing something and you want to put some chips or nibbles in a bowl or some fruit, different things like the large one. Oh, sorry, I'm clanging. The large one would even look pretty as a gold fruit bowl. As you can see, it's a really lovely size. So I'm really happy with those. So that's purchase or freebie number 1. Again, either freebie or purchase, can't remember, but I saw this and thought, perfect, I need a nice little set like this, just a brush and little dust set like this, for downstairs in Visotto. Oh, it's really a lovely soft one. They're often very hard, but it was just a nice colour and I really liked how it had the little wooden handle like that. I thought that made it quite lovely and I just thought the colours were lovely as well for downstairs. I like to do things a little bit colour coordinated, as you may have noticed by now. Now I cannot get it back in. Oh, I think it slides maybe this way. Oh no, yes, there we go. Now I got 2 of these and these are solid timber and actually I'm really happy with them. They're a really lovely little timber and the other one's still in its plastic. These are meant to be like little, almost like little saucers in a way, like a modern version of a saucer. So they had them with a lovely tea or coffee mug sitting on them. And I thought, oh, how lovely, because they had the coffee cup sitting at one end and there was enough space to put like your spoon, a biscuit, a piece of cake, something next to it. So I just thought that's really sweet. So I got those for downstairs because we're staying in all those lovely natural tones and timbers and natural elements down there. I thought they would be perfect and I'm really, really happy with those. Oh, needed a drink. I love drinking things like this in summertime. This is really lovely peach juice, but no sugar, just filled up with mineral water, sparkling mineral water. So it's getting warm. It's going to be another hot one today, 30 something, 34, 36, something like that. It's been like that every single day for the last couple of weeks, I think. But we're meant to have storms this week, so wouldn't you know it? Now, These are adorable. It's something actually that I've always loved even when I lived in Australia, because obviously with the Pacific Islands near us we get a lot of coconut things made from coconut, and I really love these coconut shells as a breakfast bowl. I think they're gorgeous and I love natural. Obviously you've understood I'm kind of an odd person Very odd. I love lots of different styles and lots of different things. As you can see, upstairs here is sort of more traditional, a little bit kind of elegant Italian style. And downstairs is so organic and modern, and I love all of that. I love so many different things, and all of my homes that I've had, all 14 of them I think it is, they've all been very diverse from 1500 homes in France that were very traditional, huge fireplaces, kind of like in the same style as this house in some ways, right through to ultra modern houses on stilts, trig house type homes in Sydney, and also off-grid homes that I designed myself in Tasmania. I've lived in lots of places and I've had lots of styles of homes. Anyway, that's another little side story. But here we go. So I just love this little set. So again, there are 4 of those. Haven't unwrapped all 4. But each one comes also with its own little natural spoon in timber, which I really love. I'll have to check. I can't remember the description now of what timber it was, or whether it was bamboo. No, it won't be bamboo because they're a little bit too dark. But so you have the 4 bowls and the 4 little lovely natural spoons. So again, for downstairs, I just wanted something a little bit different, and I thought, how awesome. Also, they're so tough, these, and they're really hard to break. And I thought that's really great as well, because I know there's nothing worse if you stay somewhere and you're actually really worried about breaking other people's things. And I thought, well, that's something that if someone was to drop it or hit it when they're washing up or something like that, you can't really hurt them. And again, great value. So very, very happy with that one. Oh, now look at that. Can you see that? I really love this. I really wanted some little coffee cups or something that were very organic looking. And you may remember in a vlog back from Sydney, I had a friend that was making some for me. She's a potter, and she was doing such a lot of hard work. And I'm still really hoping to get those from her next time we go back to Sydney. But in the meantime, I needed something for downstairs, and I still wanted that kind of look. Now, these are coming up kind of a white beige on camera, I think. They are just probably a little bit darker in person than what they're showing up on here, but they're the perfect color. And now I can show you what I was meaning. So there we go. Can you see that? There we go. So that sits perfectly on that gorgeous little saucer. Let's call it a timber saucer or tray, and therefore you can have your coffee, a little biscuit, something side by side there. I'm really thrilled with these, and there's 4 boxes I think that size, so I think I bought 4 of those. Okay, another little thing I found that I thought was super sweet. So it's just a little egg holder, but again in solid timber. It's really super sweet, just for half a dozen eggs. Again, something that I thought was perfect for downstairs, because if I've got friends or family staying, I'll pop a few nice local eggs in there. And half a dozen is plenty, and they can just go in the fridge sitting in that little tray like that. And absolutely perfect. Really, really pleased with that one as well. Right, this next one's a bit special. I saw this lovely set. Now, the quality in this is great. I'm so pleased. It's really heavy quality, really heavy quality. Now, it is a salt and pepper grinder, the set, with solid timber. Really lovely, and they feel lovely and sturdy. But the great thing is they actually have this lovely little solid timber stand. So let me see if I can just do this in front of the camera for you without dropping anything. I'll just hold on to them. So there we go. Lovely little stand like that. That's going to look really cool downstairs. Oh yay, I've been waiting on these. Honestly, as I said, this is like a surprise to me. I'm packing all these things because I'm picking things off me. When you get so many different things and they come in one big parcel, you totally forget. Now, I really wanted some lovely storage jars, both for upstairs in the kitchen here and for downstairs. So I thought I would buy 4 just to see the quality. Now I've forgotten the name. What's the name? Someone will be able to tell me in the comments of the lovely glass that's very, very tough, good glass. It starts with a B and I've forgotten the name of it. But these have a solid timber top on them, okay, so very well sealed, so perfect for food storage. Obviously they are food storage. And let me see if I can, oh yes, pull that off. There we go. So it has a lovely rubber seal inside there, so that is nice and tightly airtight. You can tell it's airtight. Really lovely size jar. Now I could get these in all different sizes. I got the 500, if I remember. No, is that 700? That might be the 700 mil one, I think. I'll have to go back and have a look. So they have them in really tall for your pastas and things like that, spaghettis. They had little short ones as well. I got 4, so that's just one showing you one, but I got 4 of them because I thought, well, that will give me 2 for downstairs. I was going to put things like granola and maybe another cereal inside for downstairs again for my guests or family that are staying. So they've got breakfast cereals down there rather than putting a great big box of cereal down there. Not much fun. So these will look lovely on one of our new pieces of furniture, and everything just ties in really nicely, as you can imagine. So you've got your lovely timber top cereal jar, and then when you get your breakfast bowl, you've got your breakfast bowl with your, so it's all lovely and natural and organic, and just staying in that, whoopsie, they just fell over. Just staying in that lovely styling that I was trying to create. So what do you think? That's today's haul, let's call it. That's been fun. I don't often have things like this happen, and it's just been really great fun for me to buy new things for the rooms downstairs and just create something really special. So tell me what you think. I know all of you have been so kind in the compliments that you send us about the work we've done downstairs. Is so super kind. We're really, really grateful, and it's very satisfying, obviously, especially, well, to both of us, but I suppose a little bit more to me, because as most of you know, I've done all of the decorating, or the choosing of the decoration and the styling of the rooms downstairs pretty much myself. David allows me to do that. He knows that's one of my, I suppose, if you want to call it a talent that I have, because I've done it so much, but also because it's a great passion. And this was just a passion project that I've really, really loved and enjoyed so much, and right down to the little details. I just enjoy really choosing things that I think are going to marry together beautifully and just create that ambience that I want to create, that when people go inside, they just feel like that it has been thought about. I think when I walk into a space, whether it be, you know, a bed and breakfast or a hotel or whatever it might be when we're traveling, my whole life, because I've always loved aesthetics and architecture, and I walk into a place and I think, oh gosh, this has really been thought about. They've spent a lot of time thinking through this and wondering what to put together, and that really is very pleasing to me that someone's put thought and energy into it, because I think you feel that energy when you're there, and it either embraces you, or if it's been done incorrectly, it can kind of be jarring to your soul almost, or feel quite cold. Many of you maybe don't think like me, I don't know, but who does? I'm sure a lot of you out there do, because so many of you are so lovely in your thoughts and words and the way that you compliment us or send us thoughts. And I can tell that many of you are very in touch with that part of yourself, and quite spiritual, I suppose you would call it as well, but also that you love certain looks and certain feels of things. So that resonates very strongly with me, and I always love to know more about you as well and get to know you a little bit better. So let me know what you're thinking. Anyway, this has been so much fun for a girl like me. What about you? Do you enjoy doing these kind of things? And I'm sure there's plenty of our gentlemen out there that enjoy it as well. Anyway, let's get on with the housework and other things. As you can see, I'm a little bit, you know, just how's your father today. I had a shower, but I'm, you know, just threw on something, went next door to look after the neighbour's cat while they're just having a little break. So I'm looking after Romeo next door, Romeo in English. He's adorable, beautiful black and white cat, so gentle, doesn't meow, makes silent meows, and he cuddles up to me, and it's really sweet. And just looking after him, so I ran in there and didn't get to sleep until 1 a.m. this morning because had the lovely Tony and Phil come around to watch last night's vlog with us here in our lounge room because it was about them, and had a little tiny drink with them, and then just got chatting and talking about writing, and I started reciting some of my poetry to them and talking about books, and we just went on and on and on, and I couldn't when they left, I couldn't sort of like unwind for another hour, so I was up until 1 a.m. But anyway, so I'm just going nicely and slowly this morning and pottering, but had these exciting things happen that I had to share. Okay, enough rambling. Let's get on with it, and I'll show you where I put everything, okay? Well, I had to absolutely show you what I've been doing down here, obviously. So there we go. Things might change again as more things arrive. But for the moment, I've just popped our lovely little 2 of the coffee cups on their little timber saucers there, the little coconut bowls, and the cutlery is inside in the little bamboo container that I also got online with all the lovely gold cutlery, which I also bought. I think I've showed that to you before. And then extra little coffee cups. I just put my little egg tray there for now. So that's the little coffee station just there. And don't remember if I showed this to you or not. I think I did. It's again a same online store, lovely set of timber knives in their own stand, which I really like, the black stand, and scissors there. And then there's one of our little sponges. Oh, did I show you on the wall what I'd done? I think so. I always forget if I've showed you. So a couple of the lovely little ancient copper pieces that I have picked up in various mercatini or marketplaces for next to nothing. That's that really tiny, sweet little bird cage come candle holder that I bought in a village in the Cotswolds that I just couldn't resist. I thought it was so cute. So I've just hung it from a pole that's hanging out of the wall there. But I think it actually just jazzes up the kitchen wall just enough without being too busy. Then over here on our new furniture here by the door, for the moment I've just got one of the gold bowls that people can use for fruit or whatever, the lovely salt and pepper grinders that obviously need to be filled. I don't know if I've got extra peppercorns and salt upstairs. I'll have to have a look. I might do. And then in the 2 first glass canisters that I brought down, I may bring down the others. In fact, I will need them. I've got some coffee pods and different varieties of tea bags there. And what I'll probably do then is bring the other 2 down. Those 2 might come over here then to be in their spot with the coffee and tea making. And then the other 2 I'll probably leave here with, as I said, granola, maybe a mix of nuts and seeds and things like that for people that like healthy breakfasts like me. Something a little bit different. So yes, there we go. And I think everything else is pretty much the same for the moment. Yes, don't think there's been any changes in here. I think I did show you the new little pillow that I got online as well, which I thought looked really super sweet here. We are going to do some kind of bed head, not a traditional bed head, but something nice and soft, just that when you're sitting up in bed. After sleeping here the other night, we thought, so it might either be that we just get really big European square pillows that have them stacked up. I have bought 2 very big plush hotel pillows for the bed. I know not everyone likes memory foam like David and I, so I always like to have different pillows on bed so everyone's comfy. So there'll be a larger pillow at the back and a couple more sumptuous pillows as well as the memory foam. I will be getting some other linens and things as well. This was done very quickly for our daughter and her friend to stay, so I really had to go out and just shop really fast just before they got here. So this will change slightly. And finally, as well, in a parcel the other day, I forgot to show you, the little pulley system arrived that will be attached to the ceiling here, where that will shift by a little pulley. It will shift the placement of these light fittings which were placed slightly incorrectly, so that way they'll be further over and hanging straight over the top of the little bedside cabinets and a little higher, so they'll be kind of in line pretty much with that line of wall, so not so close to the bed and not so low. Therefore, when you get in and out of bed, you're not bumping into them. We actually weren't bothered by them at all the other night when we went to bed, but they are not in the right spot. So we obviously are aware of that. So those little pulleys are going to make that all perfect, which is great. And it'll kind of add another little touch of something a little bit kind of vintage to the ceiling, because a little bit like the industrial look of the barn door, just a little touch like that. So anyway, it's little tiny kind of finishing touches and things, of course, now, but they make all the difference, don't they? To now you can see that we've got a proper little kitchenette, and the more little things we add, but still trying to stay kind of minimalistic and within lovely, neutral, natural tones. I don't want to overcharge the space because it's not huge, and I always feel like I just want it to speak for itself. I think the walls are so interesting, the beams are so interesting, the lovely floors. So keeping everything else kind of neutral and kind of delicate and not too over the top, I think makes that really pretty and also not offensive to anyone. I think, if you know what I'm saying. Actually, I just thought of something with that little bowl, or maybe the larger size, that could maybe sit and add a dash of gold there with some fruit in it. I've got some friends staying next week, you see. My lovely friends, Neve and Owen from Ireland, that have their home in Volterra. You've seen them online many a time with us, with me more so than David, because they've often taken me out when I've been on my own, which is so sweet. And they're here at the moment, but they're busy with their own guests themselves. But they're going to come over and stay with us one day next week and stay here in Visotto and be kind of guests / guinea pigs with all the new bits and pieces. That one probably looks too small. I think it needs the larger size down here, and then I can put some pieces of fresh fruit in there for them. I think that will be lovely. I think so, but the next size up for sure. That one's just a little bit too small, so I'll just pop that one back over here. Leave that there for now. It makes a nice little mixing bowl. I said to David, things like that are great if you want to make yourself some eggs or something like that, or you're just mixing up a little salad, a baby salad. It makes a nice little salad bowl. What do you think? Anyway, I'm happy, and David's just come home from shopping. He went out and did the groceries for us while I was waiting for the parcels to arrive. And lots of things ahead during the day, but I'll keep you on board with everything that's going on. So I'm going back upstairs now, and I'll chat to you later. Oh, the boys are taking off. Well, amore mio, it's your first special Chiani Festa in the street. You've been to 2 now. This is number 2, but this is the Misericordia one. So, and there's 300 people And they're now all very happy because they've started to eat. And we've got our little entree to start off with. Buon appetito! So we've had our antipasti, and then we had beautiful farro salad. Now we've got some really lovely pasta that I can't remember the name, and it's really delicious. And everyone is really enjoying this all the way down the table. Well, we are headed out of Chiani for 2 whole days. We're on holidays, darling. Woohoo! Yay! Woo! A 2-day holiday. I could hardly say it. And we're not headed far at all. In fact, I think the maps said 35 minutes to get there. So we're staying in home turf pretty much. We're going to the beautiful Borgo Colleoli to meet up with my wonderful cousin Massimo from Rome, who David's never met. Have you, darling?
No, we tried to catch up.
We have tried. Yes, we've been trying for 3 years, I think. But anyway, it's happening today, and they have already arrived. They got up really bright and early in Rome and decided to leave early, and he just rang me and said, "We're here, where are you?" So they were obviously keen to get out of the city. Now, exactly. And as you can see, it's not the brightest of days. We were hoping for 2 days lying by pools, because I think there are 2 or 3 pools at this lovely place. But it's kind of not looking like pool weather, but that will not dampen our spirits, because the 4 of us are going to have so much to talk about and laugh about that I just think that it doesn't matter. And as my cousin just said to me, the weather's not the best, but we don't care as long as we're together. And I love that attitude. That is my thought exactly. So therefore, we'll probably show you around for sure. And it's a really lovely place that David and I have been to once just to visit our dear friends that came for our wedding, Tanya and Charlie, because they stayed there. And that's what gave me the idea when my cousin said to me, "Marisa, I'd really like the 4 of us just to go somewhere where nobody has to do anything and we can all just rest and relax for 2 nights and a couple of days and just lie in the sun." Well, maybe not, but anyway, hang around together and just have a lovely time.
Turn right onto SP42.
Thank you very much, Mr. Maps. And yes, so that's what we're doing. And we will see how we go, but we know where we're headed is gorgeous. And my cousin just said to me, "Oh, che bellissimo posto, what a wonderful place." So they are happy to be in the country amongst all the beautiful trees and cypress trees. And he said, "I can already see that the Borgo, the place itself, is favoloso." So I'm really happy. They are happy, have arrived safely, and we are now just about to do the same. We'll see you there. Ciao. I thought I would just take you on a little tour of our incredible apartment. So my cousin is having a siesta in that room there. They have a beautiful bedroom. I haven't got all the lights on in here, but as you can see, this dates back to the 14th century. Look at that stonework over the doorway. We have an amazing TV room here with loads of space. So this is a 2-bedroom apartment. This is our front door. And one of the very large swimming pools is just straight ahead beyond those trees. So I'm heading up there. Even though it's grey, it's still very warm. And look at this wonderful kitchen space here. It is so big and light and airy in here. It's a very grey day, but it's wonderful. So we have a full kitchen. Although I don't think we're going to do a lot of cooking ourselves. Let me turn the bathroom lights on. This has such high ceilings in here as well. And we have the most beautiful bathroom, David and I. Beautiful high ceilings, amazing stonework. Look at that. I don't know what that was in the ancient times, but it's a gorgeous bathroom. Lovely shower under the stones. There's a little bit more light here. There we go, that's a bit brighter for you. So that's lovely bathroom. Just stunning, absolutely stunning. Little wardrobe there as well. But the pièce de résistance is our bedroom, which my cousin insisted that we have the larger room. He actually likes sleeping in a smaller room, would you believe? And, oh, isn't this gorgeous? Oh, and my darling husband has taken to the bed. Can you see him waving? It's such a large room. I don't even know if you can see him. This is just glorious. Look at the star vault ceilings in brick. Now this is an ancient building, everyone, that has been totally restored. This is not a new build. More beautiful doorways out here again, with a lovely covered portico with the barreled ceilings outside. A lovely little lounge. It's more like a chaise longue because it has the higher part, so you can lie on that. A wonderful bed. Is the bed comfortable, my darling?
Certainly is.
We're going to sleep well?
I believe so.
Excellent. That is wonderful news. It looks extremely comfortable, and lying there and looking at those ceilings, you have this view lying in bed. Wow. Isn't that glorious? And lovely mirrored wardrobe there for our things, though we haven't put anything away yet. Lovely little screen, mirrored screen. The furnishings are really tasteful. Some lovely artworks. No, it really is glorious. So we're very impressed with our accommodation. We just had a light lunch at one of the little restaurants, which the Borgo, and Borgo means like a small village. So therefore it's an entire ancient village here that has been converted into a resort. So we will be taking you around the rest. But I thought I'd just show you around the house or the apartment while everyone was just quiet and restful, so that I wasn't disturbing their peace and privacy, so to speak. But there we go. So I'm going to get changed and I'm headed off to the pool. Hello everyone. So we just got changed. Cozy on. That's the beautiful building that we're in. That wonderful building there. And we're just walking up to the swimming pool now. There's been a couple of little dots of rain, but look, we're not going to let it bother us. You can't let these things stop you, can they? Can you? And I'm sure there's still plenty of UV rays coming through these clouds, so we're just making the most of it, just in case it storms this afternoon. That is the way we came in from the reception, up that alleyway, and there's another beautiful long tree-lined alleyway down the other side, which I'll show you later on. Tomorrow we'll probably walk up there, actually, into the little exterior Borgo, a little village that it's attached to, because there's a lovely pizzeria up there that we would like to try. But this is the larger pool of the two. And my cousin decided he'd like to come to this one this afternoon, so I said, we'll meet you there. Let's come and see. So here we are at the gorgeous, gorgeous pool. All I can hear is cicadas. It's a lovely large pool up here, just an irregular shaped pool. And lots and lots of seating. There's seating up the back for people that want to be really quiet and private. Some gorgeous umbrella pines. Plenty of sunbeds all around. Well, sunbeds with no sun, but that's okay. The water looks divine. I'm going in. Was this a good idea, darling?
Potentially. It has some merits, I believe.
It might be a grey afternoon, but honestly, we are just...
It's a grey afternoon, but we've got a colourful towel.
We have got very colourful towels. We take the sunshine with us wherever we go with our towels, don't we, darling?
We do.
And honestly, there is sunshine behind those clouds, so
It is. It's always there.
Yeah, it's always there. And the temperature is perfect. It's actually the nicest temperature we've had in days. And now that I'm wet from the pool, I don't feel the humidity anymore. So I'm nice and comfy.
Perfect.
And
28 degrees.
It's just perfection. So we're just going to lie here and relax under our lovely sun umbrella, which you probably don't really need, but that's fine. And wait for my cousin to arrive, or my cousins to arrive. And we have booked it for dinner tonight in the lovely restaurant here, and we're just totally chilled, and that's exactly what it was all about. Just chilling in perfect company. We could hear music, and I just wondered what was going on, but it's this really sweet little bar. That is the pool just there, and then this gorgeous little bar area just down here, all set up with fairy lights that you can see will come on later on. And I think the bartender has just turned up, so it's just gone 4 o'clock, so maybe that's the starting time. How cool is that? There's the wonderful barman, Alessio, but actually he looks like Marco Mengoni, the famous singer. So they've set up this cute little cocktail bar here, and he's here for a couple of hours, so I might get my cousin Giorgio to come over and go and grab David from the pool. But Alessio and I were just having a great chat because he's lived in Australia, so we had lots of things to chat about. It was fantastic. A dopo, Alessio. Ok, ciao, grazie. So our apartment's just around the side of that beautiful terracotta building. There goes one of the little staff golf carts. And this gorgeous building here is where we had lunch, and we're having dinner here this evening as well. It's really sweet. You can sit inside or out, and you can see it's got a very large terrace on the roof. I don't know if they ever use that. And then down through that wonderful arch, where I'll get closer to show you, but they go through to the ancient stables, and you can see 2 wonderful horse heads on the front there. And the buildings through there, the old stables, the old granary, all those kind of things that have all been converted into apartments. And just as a point of interest, this is really funny. Years ago when David and I were searching for a home in Tuscany, we almost bought that apartment right there on the corner. Now, we didn't know anything about Borgo Colleoli or that it was a resort, though we soon worked that out, and that's kind of what put us off. But it's a lovely apartment in there with its own private garden in front. I'm kind of glad that that never happened, because we have a beautiful home in a wonderful community, and we probably wouldn't have wanted to live full-time in a resort-type Borgo. Also, you can imagine when it's really busy here with the restaurant going, and it's only 5 o'clock in the afternoon, so that's why it's sort of in between times now, and it's been raining. So a lot of people, I think, are either in their rooms or they're just going to start coming out again soon. But I wouldn't have wanted to live permanently in something like this or have this as my holiday home. So good reason we didn't do it, but it's a really awesome place, and I would happily own, let's say, a holiday home here to have as an investment and come and stay in myself at times. Now that I've stayed here, it's wonderful. Amore, what are you cuddling? What are you cuddling? Oh, you're cuddling a Lamborghini. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh.
Exactly. V12.
Oh my goodness me. Now this was a beautiful wedding gift that we got, wasn't it, darling? And we've had it sitting there. We've been married, as you all know, probably by now 2 years, and it was sitting in a corner under the stairs that we forgot about it. And I thought, gosh, let's get that out, put it in the fridge, and let's celebrate with it with my lovely cousins from Rome. He likes cars, so he probably will appreciate a Lamborghini. I didn't even know Lamborghini did champagne. So we are quite excited. Wowza. So David, just so you can see, walked all the way up that beautiful alley of trees, which we will do tomorrow. Ciao! We will do tomorrow. And we'll probably leave the property and go to the pizzeria tomorrow night. We're thinking of doing that if it's open. But gorgeous walks all around the property. So let's go back and put this Lamborghini. This is a weird thing to say, David. Let's put the Lamborghini in the fridge. Whoever does that. Let's go. We've just come into this beautiful room which I visited during our wedding time with Tanya and Charlie, our friends who stayed here. And this room is actually in another building that they were in with their rooms. And it's just extraordinary. Now, this is such incredible paintwork that balcony is 3D. It doesn't actually exist on the sides. It only exists at the ends. But it's trompe-l'œil, as they call it in French. And the ceilings are stunning. And it's the most beautiful library. So you can come in here and sit in the lounge in the quiet and read a book. I do remember there was a record player. Oh, yes. And they have records. Good old-fashioned records, I remember now. And they have the record player over here. So you can come in here as well and pop a record on and listen to music. I think my cousin Massimo would love that because he's a real music buff. Isn't it gorgeous? It's just gorgeous. Lots of lovely lounges. I'll just spin around and show you from the other side. So there's that other balcony that is real on the other end. And that goes into different rooms from there. So this has apartments in it as well. They're quite different to ours. These are more what I would call very classic. They have painted ceilings. They're very beautiful. To me, this is probably like the original villa of the Borgo. And ours is more still very, very special and probably still a noble house, but just has the real Tuscan look about it. So it's two very, very different kinds of architecture inside, as you can see, and decor, but they've done it so beautifully.
Feel the warmth of the summer. I get lost in the colors, golden hours in your eyes. There's a world to discover. All of me is full of wonder. In your light, I'm paralyzed. Can we stay forever? And
Here we go, we've come up to Italy from 1993. So this is the pizzeria that my girlfriend suggested to us, which is just around the corner, as you saw. And gosh, the views from here are spectacular. She did say it had lovely views. Look at that massive villa, or maybe it almost looks like an ancient monastery or convent or something, doesn't it? Wow, that's just beautiful. Oh, this is beautiful. I think my cousins would really love this if we come here tomorrow night. Gosh, look at that. That's so beautiful. What a vista. Oh, they were right about that for sure. Wow. Thank you, Tanya, for your wonderful suggestion. It's so weird because it actually looks like autumn. There's so many leaves on the ground, but it's far from being autumn yet. I think it could just be from the weather.
it's a garden, I'll stay for hours.
And as I didn't show you when we first arrived, this is the actual reception, Borgo di Colleoli Resort. So that is where we're staying, and this is the lovely reception where you come and check in, and then they take you down into the Borgo on little golf carts, so you don't have to walk down yourself, and the parking is around the corner. Oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. It's beautiful. Look at this, it's like a fairy tale. Okay, so here are Giorgio and Massimo. Oh, David's decided to sit over under the tree. He's looking up at the terrace. We're going to go have some lunch now. Vieni tesoro, mangiamo. Mangiamo. Stai bene, amore? Stai bene? Bene, bene, benissimo. Benissimo. Bravo. Facciamo la siesta sotto il sole. Bello, ecco il sole che esce. Sole, benissimo. Everyone, I have pool hair. And what a great feeling to have pool hair. We're having the most lovely time here at Borgo Colleoli. I hope the wind isn't getting in my mic. It's just the perfect afternoon. A very strong breeze, as you can see, but it's so pretty, and the sun has decided to join us, which is a great relief because we were told we would have 2 or 3 days of absolute storms and rain. But as you can see, I have the sun in my eyes. Yay! David and I are even getting a little tiny bit of a tan. And it's just such a lovely change for us because, as you know, I work fairly solidly throughout all the year. But I don't take a summer break as such, and just coming away for 2 days with my lovely cousins from Rome has been, well, a breath of fresh air, let's say. Just like I'm getting right now, but it does do the world of good. And to me, just being able to do little breaks like this in this beautiful part of the world that I call home now really is la dolce vita, and I appreciate the break greatly. I'm so grateful and blessed to be here. It's wonderful. So this is in the Colleoli, where we've been having lunch and dinner last night, just to show you the interior as well. There's no one here. It's really super cool. Beautiful ceilings like we have in our bedroom, and then out to the dining area here, which is lovely both at lunchtime and at dinner time. It has a beautiful ambiance. Really cool. I'm just grabbing a couple of takeaway coffees to take to the pool.
bimbi.
This is such a pretty margarita. Massimo has totally devoured his pasta, and Giorgia has, sì, ho visto che l'hai mangiato completamente e velocemente. David has a really, what pizza do you have, darling?
Diavolo.
Oh, you love your diavolo. E Giorgia ce l'ha con le acciughe, vero? Ah no.
Sì.
Ah sì. Buoni, sono buoni? Meno male, perfetto. Buon appetito! Hello, Mare. It's a beautiful evening. No, è bella. Oh, you put your face.
Bella.
So we're just going to go down and have a quick look at the other pool area. We went for a walk down here yesterday during the day, but it was very, very dark and grey, so I didn't actually film. This is an ancient Tuscan fianile, or beautiful barn. And all those lovely openings they used to be because they would dry the tobacco, but these are all gorgeous rooms now and apartments. It's so beautifully done because you've kept all of the authenticity of the buildings in the restoration here. Even see all the doorways of the buildings are still the old barn doors, but they've created the shutters out of them, if you like, with the glass doors behind, so it doesn't lose the look of being an old barn or an old stable, which I really appreciate what they've done with that. It looks wonderful. Gorgeous evening. We've enjoyed it so much here. We would definitely come back for another stay. Being so close to home, it's such a wonderful getaway for us. Just a 30-minute drive at the most, but you feel like you're in another world, but with all the Tuscan charm that we adore. The lights are very yellow, so if I look very yellow, that's the reason why. But it's stunning, and there's so many beautiful rooms and apartments to stay in here. There's so many choices for people, and you wander about, and it's just like being in a little village, as I've said. So therefore you don't feel like you need to go anywhere else, because you wander about just like you would wander about, say, in Chiani or somewhere like that, but much smaller, of course. But it's really beautifully done, very authentic, and very, very worthwhile. Oh, what a shame. We're actually now leaving, but look, under a beautiful blue sky. And it's kind of fun leaving in a golf cart. So we get taken up to reception with all the luggage that's behind me. Don't have to walk that way. Very good service. Teatro. Andiamo da là. Vai. Andate. Conosci, ecco il balconcino sopra. Vedi?
Rainy days don't seem so wet. Stormy nights don't stay. From the moment that we met.
Certo, Massimo è già famoso, l'ho già avuto in un video suonando alla chitarra, non ti ricordi, Massi? Sì, qualche anno fa. Cosa pensate di Chiani? Cosa pensate di Chiani?
È stupendo.
È una favola?
Credevo che era bello, ma non così.
Anche
È
noi.
ancora molto più bello di quello che pensavo.
Pensavi? Bene. Anche noi siamo rimasti
Si
così.
respira proprio un'atmosfera rinascimentale.
È vero.
La cultura fiorentina del 400.
È vero, hai ragione, caro. È vero. Ah, tesoro, sei sul palco. Cosa ci canti? Guardalo, Massimo. Guardalo. Sta facendo il rockstar. My rockstar. Poi andiamo alla panorama. Vedrai quanto è bello. Qui il tramonto è favoloso perché è tutto rosa, stupenda. I just love showing family and friends around our beautiful village. It makes me so happy. Ah sì, guarda Massimo, la cosa del castello sopra, vedi? C'è il castello sopra la porta, poi sopra hanno fatto
Quella
una...
sulla porta è originale.
E quella è originale, sono belle porte.
Thank you so much for watching us, and please remember to subscribe if you're enjoying our channel, leave us a thumbs up, and we love your comments. Until next time, thank you once again for watching, and see you next time on Tales from Tuscany. Ciao!